Nobody wakes up in the morning planning a financial emergency. You don't schedule car breakdowns, you don't book medical surprises, and companies don't give you a calendar invite before layoffs, but emergencies still happen. And today, I'm going to show you the single financial tool that turns panic into inconvenience. It's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it quietly saves lives. I walked into Money Café that morning and immediately felt something was off. Sam wasn't humming, he wasn't joking, he was staring at the coffee machine like it had personally betrayed him. I ordered my coffee and asked, "Rough morning?"
My car didn't start.
The repair estimate popped up on his phone. Not catastrophic, but not cheap either. And Sam said something that a lot of people feel but rarely say out loud. "I don't have the money for this." The problem wasn't the car. The problem was what the car revealed. One unexpected expense. And his entire financial world shook. That's when emergencies stop being problems and start becoming panic.
Mia looked up from her laptop and said, "That's exactly how it feels for me."
One bill late, one paycheck delayed, one surprise expense, and suddenly, credit cards come out, stress skyrockets, and sleep disappears. This is why emergency funds matter, not because you expect bad things, but because life is unpredictable. An emergency fund is not an investment. It's not for vacations. It's not for shopping. An emergency fund is a safety net. It's money you set aside so that when life punches you in the face, you don't fall apart financially. It doesn't make emergencies fun. It makes them manageable. A real emergency is car repairs, medical bills, job loss, urgent home repairs, necessary travel for family emergencies. A real emergency is something unexpected, necessary, and urgent. A sale is not an emergency. A new phone is not an emergency. Feeling bored is definitely not an emergency. The clearer you are on this, the more powerful your emergency fund becomes. Sam said, "I usually just put stuff like this on a card, and that's when the trap appears." Credit cards feel like a safety net, but they're actually a loan with pressure attached. Emergencies already create stress. Adding interest, payments, and debt just stretches that stress over months or years. An emergency fund absorbs the shock. Debt spreads the damage.
An emergency fund doesn't just protect your money, it protects your mind.
Because when you know you can handle a surprise, you make better decisions. You don't panic, you don't rush, you don't borrow out of fear. Peace of mind is an underrated asset. Here's where beginners often get stuck. They hear, "You need 6 months of expenses," and they immediately think, "That's impossible." So they do nothing. That's a mistake. Emergency funds are built in levels. Level 1, $500, not perfect, not huge, but enough to stop small emergencies from turning into disasters. Level 2, $1,000. Now most common surprises become manageable. Level 3, 3 months of expenses. Level 4, 6 months of expenses. You don't start at the top, you climb. That first $500 does something powerful. It creates margin. Margin is the space between "I'm okay" and "I'm panicking." With even a small buffer, you don't swipe a credit card immediately, you don't stress as hard, you buy yourself time. Time changes decisions. Emergency fund money should be safe, easy to access, and separate from daily spending. Usually that means a savings account or a high-yield savings account, not stocks, not crypto, not locked investments. This money isn't here to grow, it's here to be ready. Sam shook his head. "I barely get by." And that's exactly when emergency funds matter most. Start ugly. $10 a week, $25 a paycheck, spare change, cashback rewards. The amount matters less than the habit, because habits compound faster than motivation. The easiest way to build an emergency fund is to stop relying on willpower. Automate it. Small automatic transfers turn "I should save" into "I am saving." You don't argue with automation, you just let it work. Emergencies will eventually happen. And when you use your emergency fund, that doesn't mean you failed. It means the fund worked. The next step is simple. Refill it slowly, without guilt, without panic. This is a cycle, not a one-time task. Sam looked calmer. Same job, same income, but now he had a plan. And that's the difference emergency funds make. They don't make you rich, they make you resilient. Let's recap. Emergencies are inevitable. Panic is optional. Start small, build levels, keep it accessible, automate what you can, and remember, progress beats perfection. Next time at Money Café, we tackle the word everyone hates, budgeting, but not the boring kind, the kind that actually gives you freedom. I'll see you in episode 4.